Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp as we run through the divisional future odds here at sportsbookreview.com. It's time to take a look at each division separately, and we're on the AFC right now looking at the AFC North, one of the more contested divisions, if not the most contested division in the AFC conference this season. And we have two co-favorites here in this division, starting off with the champions from last season, the Cincinnati Bengals, who of course won this division in a down year, played very well though, however lost a lot in this offseason and might not be able to make it back to where they were last season with an improved division. Of course, they lost both their coordinators to head coaching jobs, lost Michael Johnson, of course, one of their best pass rushers, lost Anthony Collins, their best offensive lineman, so things might not be as full of upside as they were last season when we did pick correctly the Bengals to win this division. But Cincinnati's still going to be a pretty solid football team. The one thing I worry about, though, is Andy Dalton and whether or not he's going to perform under Hugh Jackson like he did under Jay Gruden. Not quite sure that's going to happen this season. I've never been a big Andy Dalton fan, and at plus 200, I think the Bengals might just be overvalued this year after being severely undervalued just a year ago. Now, the Steelers are the team that's the co-favorite right now with Cincinnati at plus 200 to win this division as well. And although with the Bengals, not liking the Bengals, I really like the Pittsburgh Steelers at this price potentially. Ben Roethlisberger, of course, was one of the better quarterbacks last season throwing the ball. He had to, though, because their defense was so atrocious. And they couldn't really run the ball before they got rookie Le'Veon Bell back from injury. And with him in the fold now showing what he can do, and even with the loss of Emmanuel Sanders, this team does look pretty good on offense. They added Lance Moore, added Darius Haywood-Bay. Of course, they have the young Marcus Wheaton to go along with Antonio Brown. So Roethlisberger is still going to have plenty of weapons to go to on offense. And if this defense is back to where it was a couple of seasons ago, the Pittsburgh Steelers are absolutely should be the best value to win this division right here. I think their defense is going to be one of the better ones in the AFC, and currently they have the fourth best AFC odds to win that conference, if that doesn't tell you anything. Now, the Ravens come in at plus 250 right behind Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, and at plus 250, pretty adequately priced here are the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I'm not going to say they don't have a chance to win this division, but the biggest question for me is whether or not they fix their biggest issues from last season, which seemed to be the offensive line. Of course, they couldn't run the ball at all last season, and that's going to be complicated with Ray Rice being suspended for the first two games of this season. Pass protection wasn't great either on Joe Flacco, and that could be another issue this season. And even though their defense is probably going to be very, very good, probably going to compete with any of the other defenses in this very, very good defensive division, their offense might be their undoing once again this season and might prevent them from making the playoffs for a chance to win another Super Bowl. Now, the Cleveland Browns come in at plus 500, and with the coverage ESPN has been giving them this offseason, you'd think the Browns have a chance to win a Super Bowl. However, they're the biggest underdog in their own division in the AFC North at plus 500, like they have been for the last several seasons. Now, 5-1 is a pretty solid price. Don't get me wrong, if Josh Gordon wasn't potentially facing a season-long suspension, I'd feel really good about the Cleveland Browns winning this division or potentially winning this division. However, without their best offensive weapon, even with rookie Terrence West looking good in training camp and possibly going to be one of the better rookies at the skill positions this season, I'm not sold on the Cleveland Browns. Love their defense. However, their offense right now with that quarterback battle and with literally whoever starts, Brian Hoyer or Johnny Manziel, has nothing to throw to. So it's really going to be a hard go of it here this season in a division with three other very, very good defenses. So that'll do it for the AFC North. Make sure you check out all my other divisional future odds updates here at Sportsbook Review. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.